Like, oh, the small lump that I had there. It's nothing severe right now. So not for me to panic, but just to be aware, make sure like it doesn't grow, nothing happens to it, because it could spread easily, and things like that usually is what leads to a cancer. Hi, my name is Deborah Pia. I just want to share with you guys what God did for me. He healed me. I had a lump on my left breast, and God was able to heal me from that. How it all started, I got the news May 15, 2015. But it all started maybe a year and a half prior to that. I had a small, or I'll say a pimple size on my left breast, but I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was a pimple, go away. So I didn't really pay attention to it. I brought it to my mom's attention. We prayed about it, but it was still there. I still didn't think anything of it. So I went to do my medical exam in 2015, my yearly exam that I do once a year. And my doctor at that time was just saying, oh, is there anything you need to let me know about? And I was like, oh, no. And he's like, no bumps, no pains anywhere. And then it dawned on me like, oh yeah, I should probably tell him about the lump or the little pimple on my left breast. So I mentioned it to him. And then he was just like, okay, once I'm done my physical exam, he's gonna get me to do an x-ray. So once the results come in, he'll call me, so forth. So I went to do the x-ray, and May 15th was the worst day of my life. I got a phone call that I need to come in, they need to speak to me. So I went, seen the doctor, and they were just like, oh, the small lump that I had there. It's nothing severe right now. So not for me to panic, but just to be aware, make sure like it doesn't grow, nothing happens to it, because it could spread easily, and things like that usually is what leads to a cancer. So at that point I was panicking. I was just like, so many thoughts were running through my mind. I was devastated. I was just thinking, I'm gonna die. Like, why is this happening to me? So many questions for God. So many questions just going through my mind. So I went home. I cried all the way home, actually. I was just hysteric at that point. Went home, called my mom, was crying, called my friends who were really close to me to break the news that this is what the results were about. They were aware that I was going to do my physical, and that the doctor said I had to do an x-ray, so they were aware of my appointment. So I told them, my mom prayed with me, motivated me, and kept me in prayers, and to be strong. And at that point, I'll say I was a Christian, but my faith was shaky. So I just kept praying with my mom. Then I went to Bible studies, and I was really distraught that week, like I said, from hearing this bad news. And while I was at Bible studies, they were talking about healing and growing your faith through testimonies. And through those testimonies, it kind of like sparked something in me, but I was just like, oh, like, is God even gonna do this for me? I just had so many questions in my mind. And like I said, I was devastated, I was heartbroken. So there was one verse in Matthew 9, or I should say two verses in Matthew 9, 20 and 21 that really like just strung at my heart. And that's the verse that basically like just did it for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read it out to you guys. So it's Matthew 9, from verse 20 to 21. And suddenly a woman who had a flow of blood for 12 years came from behind and touched the hem of his garment. For she said to herself, if only I may touch his garment, I shall be made well. And for me, that just hit home, because this is someone who had faith. Like, she knew even if she didn't touch Jesus' body, nothing, just the garment alone will make her heal from the blood flow that she was going through. And that really sparked something in me. So once Bible study was done, I was really emotional. I went to my car and I was just crying and praying from the depths of my heart that God, you know, all the health issues that I was going with at that time. My feet would swell up randomly. blood issues, just so many things are going on in my life concerning my health at that particular time. So when I was praying, I was just asking God to honestly just heal me, cleanse my blood, everything that is wrong with me, for him to just make me heal, like just make me perfect again. Like that's all that I was asking for. Like even if you don't answer anything, please God, just heal me, like show me that you really exist, show me something, because I needed that. Like I was at my wit's end and I needed him to do a miracle in my life. At that time I didn't know that it was the Holy Spirit, but once I was done crying and like I felt relief, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna drive home. Before I started to drive home, the Holy Spirit was telling me to like feel my left breast, like where the lump was. And at that time, like I said, I wasn't sure it was the Holy Spirit, but something nudged me. But now that my faith's grown and I've learned more, I know it's the Holy Spirit. So I touched my left breast where the lump was, and there was no lump. So I still was so amazed. I was blown away. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't over myself, ahead of myself. So like every morning I'll keep touching there was no lump. So I booked a follow-up appointment with my doctor. I told him there was no bump. He booked me for me to get the x-ray. So I went and did that, and kid you not, there was no bumps. The bump has never come. This is August 2019. August 14, 2019. There's no bumps. My swelling has gone. I still have other health issues that God is still working on. Whoever is out there, I'm encouraging you guys just to dare Jesus. Whatever you're going through, there's nothing too hard for him. There's nothing too impossible. Prior to 2015, I had this for about a year and a half. Prior to then. So some people are thinking, oh, things take too long if you're going through things for 5 years, one day. Like God is God. He can work on you however he chooses to. So I'm not sure what you're going through, but this is my testimony to let you know that God can do it and he will do it for you. I can't say he'll do it right away. I don't know the plans that God has for you. Everybody's plans are different, but I just want you to know that these testimonies that are out there that people are sharing, that it should help boost your faith, because the testimony that I read through the Bible is what helped boost my faith. So hopefully my testimony will help build your faith, for you to know that God will do it for you. Whatever your situation is, do not give up. Trust in God and know that he is God. He hasn't brought you this far to leave you, and he will do the miracle in your life that you're asking for. Have yourself a blessed day.